David here with Figboot on Pens. About 2 years ago, I did a video where I showed all of my pen storage and a bit of my overall collection. I still use just about everything that you see in that video, but over time I've added a number of other storage options, so I thought it was time to kind of revisit the subject. When I was starting out in this hobby, I really didn't have any dedicated storage at all. I just kept the few pens that I had on a mug on my desk. But soon that mug didn't suffice, and so I needed to look for other storage solutions. And that's the main purpose of this video, to show you a number of storage options to give you some ideas about how you might want to store your own collection, whether it be a single pen or all the way up to something that can hold several hundred pens. And I'll be focusing mainly on, we'll call it static storage, rather than portable pouches and cases and things like that. That's a topic for an entirely different video. So I think the best way to do this is to go into a first-person camera mode. So without further ado, let's look at some storage. So this is my desk. It's normally not this clean. I kind of rearranged stuff to put some storage here, but wanted to give you some ideas of kind of starting from a single pen and moving your way up to larger storage options. That someone in the family had given me this little flower vase, and they had painted pen of the day on it. So at times I put a single pen in there, what I deem to be my pen of the day. Also, for a single pen solution, you have something like this Penwell, which is by a company that used to be called Penwell, but is now Good Made Better, I believe is the name that they changed it to. But these Penwells are very innovative, and they look kind of cool, and they perform well as well. So I recommend these for kind of single pen use. For a while, I was looking for options for my desk, and I even bought this, which is actually a vape pen holder. And I thought it looked cool, and it was maybe only $4 or $5. I will say that I haven't used it that much because this is kind of a sharper metal here, and I didn't want to bang up any of my pens. So I thought it was going to be a good option, but it really wasn't as good of an option just because I didn't want it to damage any of the pens. But what I did end up getting was something that I really enjoy, which are these Dudek Cubes. You can see that I do have a video on these Dudek Cubes. They are very nice. I enjoy them very much. And that, unfortunately, Mike Dudek, who creates these, has kind of taken a break from making these. Hopefully in the future he'll come back and make these. I'm not sure if there's any available on his site left or if there's any specific models of inventory, but I do enjoy the Dudek Cubes that I have. I have these two here. Usually I keep my pens that I have reviews of coming up soon, and so that they're on my desk and I kind of use them as the weeks go by when I'm prepping for each of these reviews. So each of these pens are ones that are going to get reviewed in the very near future. I said I wasn't going to focus necessarily on mobile storage, but I do use these 48 pen cases. I find these to be very helpful. I kind of put my pens in here that are ones that I don't use that often, that I put them in here kind of out of sight, out of mind. These are ones that are, we'll just say, the least favorite pens. I have a couple of these, and then I have one that's blank that has nothing in it, and I usually take that to a pen club or pen shows with me, and so I could just put a few pens in that. And these are very reasonable. You can find these on eBay or Amazon, and usually they're 14, 15 bucks if that, and they're very reasonable for a 48 pen case. So, when we talk about some more permanent storage, this is a 24 pen case, and this is kind of where I keep my most favorite pens. And this is a case that I've had for quite some time. It stores 12 up top with a lid, and then it also stores 12 down here. And so typically I've kept my kind of my favorite pens in this case. And then it's always a little sad when I get a pen that I really enjoy and it has to take its place in here, and then I have to determine which pen actually gets booted down to some of the other storage. And so that happens every once in a while. I have a pen that is out on loan right now that is one of my favorite ones, and that goes right there, and it's awaiting its return. Something brand new that I recently got a couple of weeks ago was this wolf case. You see these online a lot, and I always kind of wanted them. I thought they looked rather sharp. It has the tray up top, and then the first tray here can hold a couple of ink bottles. Something like this, it's almost meant to like put your keys in or some change or something like that. And then this bottom drawer has some pen trays. And then actually you lift this tray up and there is some more storage underneath. Now, I do wish that there's room enough for this tray to be a little bit higher, because you really can't put really large pens in this bottom case because this bottom here butts up against it. So if they would have made this little edge just slightly higher, I guess you could alter that if you really wanted to. But if they would have made that edge a little bit higher, then it would be more usable. But it's still very nice and very nicely crafted. I haven't really filled it up with anything yet. I'm in the process of kind of reorganizing my collection. That I was just kind of getting really cluttered, and so I picked up a few new pieces, and that's one of my projects this summer, is to kind of reorganize things. Let me go ahead and shut that. Something that someone gave me, let me go ahead and bring it over here. This was a very nice gift. And it gives you just an option of what you can do out there. This is just a wine box that a couple of wine bottles came in. And what they did was someone had a 3D printer, and they went ahead and printed out a couple of pen trays in here. So it holds 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It holds 18 pens. And so what I have in here right now these are all of my Viscontis. Now I actually have more than 18, so there's a couple of Viscontis sitting on the top because I have a couple of more than 18, but I kind of keep all of my Viscontis in this box, and it's just a good kind of alternative way to have some independent storage. Now, I'm not a big wine drinker, but I think it's kind of a cool box and a cool idea, and it was a nice gift. In regard to some other storage, this was my latest acquisition. Let me move some of this stuff aside. This is a 50 pen case from Wancher. And so far I'm really liking this case. It has a drawer up top. Each level holds 10 pens, and I started organizing my collection a little bit more. So here on the bottom is all of my most of my pilots other than my vanishing points. Then in this drawer here is all of the sailors other than the king of pens. Again, everything other than the ones that end up in the most favored tray. These are a lot of pelicans. And then here is some deltas and some platinums. And then on top here is a kind of a variety of other pens that are some of my favorites. So I kind of just moved some of my collection in here to kind of ease up some of the space that I had been using before. So in regard to that other space, let's go ahead and go over here, and I might need to adjust the lighting because these are some of my favorite pieces of storage here, and I've kind of had to rearrange, and they're in the corner now. So first of all, here in the corner you can see that's where I keep my Rubik's Cubes. Those are the cubes that I organize. And one thing I got is I just picked up this end table from Target, which is really nice because now it has a couple of drawers, and inside I have kind of a lot of pen rolls and pen cases here, and I started keeping some inks. Those are all my Iroshizuku inks, just to, again, kind of lighten the load on some of my other storage. I have two main pieces here. This here is called the Trinity wood toolbox, and I just love this piece. This is a piece that you could find online. It's selling now from anywhere from like $150 to $200, but believe it or not, I was able to pick it up for about $45. I actually found the receipt when I was going through some things just the other day, and so it kind of proved the fact that I was able to pick it up for cheap. Don't know why they were selling it so inexpensively, but I really enjoy this. Here on the top, the lid opens up and there is a little bit of storage on the top. I kind of have some random things up here. The top isn't really deep enough to store inks, so it's just kind of some random supplies. But then what we have here is inside, you can see there's a lot of cool drawers, and I have a lot of supplies. So in here, I keep all of the cartridges. Then here, I keep all of my loops and some photography equipment and my syringes. Then here in this middle drawer, again, I keep some supplies. That's where I keep my bulbs, my Q-tips, and some towels. Then here in these other drawers, I have some more repair supplies. Here are all of my converters. Here are some Mont Blanc roller balls that I have, or some ballpoints. And then there's two main drawers here, and in this top drawer, I have a lot of my pens that I kind of keep in the sheaths, and so those all get piled in here. One thing I get a lot of questions about, especially off of my other video on storage, is where to get these pen trays. So I will put a link in the notes below to the store where I purchased these trays. They're pretty inexpensive, and they're real handy. They're easy to cut, and they're really nice to have. Because I remember at first I tried to make some of my own, and they didn't work. But there's a one shop that sells these, and they're really nice. And so if you're looking to pick those up, you can check that link. And then here I have all of my Twisbees and all of my Lamies, and then some of my vanishing points are in here. Like I said, I'm kind of reorganizing my collection. They might end up in other places. Then the last piece we'll go over here is this bookshelf. It's kind of cramped in here now, but this is called the Alex bookcase, and you can pick this up at Ikea. And what's really nice in here is you can tell that the top three drawers are a little more narrow, and then the bottom three are a little wider. So here in the top drawer, right now I just kind of have a mishmash of things, and it's really not super organized. But I have a variety of things in here, again filled with trays. Then again, the next drawer, I started putting some of my Mont Blanc inks here and a variety of other pens. Then the next drawer is just paper. That I have a lot of these Nemocene word cards. These were one of those things where these were being discontinued, so I basically bought enough to last me a lifetime. But then actually, Honor Runner actually came out with these color rings, and so I'm kind of debating whether to convert over to these, because I really like these, want to support Honor and her project, but I do have a number of these word cards, so who knows, one of these days I might give away a bunch of these word cards. But I keep a lot of paper and note cards in here. Then the bottom three drawers are for ink. So I have a lot of ink in these drawers, and again, it's a little mishmash right now, and I need to organize it a little bit better. But these larger drawers can hold just about any ink bottle, other than something like the Ackerman bottles, which I have to lay down. And I always get nervous laying them down a little bit, but like these Zeiss Kreuznach bottles and the Ackerman bottles have to be laid down on their side. And then we have another full ink drawer. And then we have a third full ink drawer that's all my samples and things like that. So, and then some of the color paper that actually just fell out that I normally keep in here. So that's a look at the Alex case. I'll provide a few links below for some of the items that I showed here today, but most can be found with simple Google searches. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at my storage, and that I hope that it gives you some ideas for some storage solutions of your own. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.